What is it these days with these comedic actors becoming such great horror directors? First we had Jordan Peele with Get Out, and now John Krasinski with A Quiet Place. Like, it's getting really dope. A Quiet Place is directed by John Krasinski and stars John Krasinski and Emily Blunt, who is his real-life wife, as well as in this movie. This movie is about a post-apocalyptic world. We don't really know too much about it. And there's these monsters that roam around, and they completely hunt you by sound. If you make a single noise, you will be dead within 15 seconds. So we see the struggles of this family throughout this entire movie, and that's where all the scary stuff comes out, because there is some creepy shit that goes on in this movie, and it's really good. A Quiet Place is definitely like one of my favorite movies of the year so far. It's so effective, and it uses very limited amount of sound, no dialogue really in this movie at all, besides a couple scenes, and it is so effective, even with just the very quiet atmosphere. Everything is so tense. The silence plays a character in this movie. It's really well done. John Krasinski and Emily Blunt are really good in this movie. Emily Blunt in particular really stands out because she is pregnant in this movie a little bit, and she has to give birth with no sound, and you kind of wonder, like, wow, okay, a baby's gonna come out screaming and crying. How are you going to deal with that? And this movie addresses that, and it manages to make it feel realistic in a way that's not harmful or anything. You can actually have a baby in this environment, and I thought that was so well done, and it was really inventive and kind of unique and different, and I loved that about this movie. The two kids, Noah Jupe and another female actress who is actually deaf in real life, play John Krasinski and Emily Blunt's kids in this movie, and I felt they were both really impactful, particularly the girl, because she has this really emotional depth to her, because there's some things that happen in this movie that are her fault, and I'm not going to spoil it, but she does some things in this movie that are questionable, but they managed to make it feel like, okay, she's just a kid and she's growing up in this environment where she can't make a sound. So how does she deal with that? Does she feel and she feels like she doesn't get any attention from her parents, and I thought it worked really well, and I thought the girl in this movie did a great job, as well as Noah Jupe. He was also very good in this movie. You've seen him in Wonder, Suburbicon. I haven't seen Suburbicon, but he's in that, and he is really good too. He did a great job with the stuff he was given as well. I found the monsters in this movie particularly exciting and different and kind of unique. I really enjoyed that. I'm not going to spoil anything with the monsters, but just the way this movie ends is pretty exciting, and I don't want a sequel, but I did like the way this movie ended. I really have basically no flaws with this movie. I just had a great time from beginning to end. It's a tight 90 minutes. You feel every minute of this movie. You're just slow. It's a slow burn, and it is just so intense once everything hits the fan by the end, and it's fantastic. It's very easy for a movie like this to come off as boring or cheesy or stupid or just overall a drag, and I felt like John Krasinski managed to handle this in an exciting way that made me feel like, wow, okay, he can do anything. Like, give this guy anything that he wants, because he is a great director, and he proves that with this movie, because I really wasn't expecting much from this movie, and to be honest, I am kind of surprised that it's as good as it is, because John Krasinski, sure, he's a funny guy on The Office, but the fact that this guy managed to pull this movie off, this intense horror thriller, I think is a huge achievement, and I think it should be seen by everybody, and I think this could be one that we're looking at in Oscar season, to be honest. A Quiet Place. What did you guys think about it? Comment down below. Let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay quiet. Bye.